Hello there, Rabbi. And I see by the fire upon the mountainside blowing its top that it's time for another episode of the Ten Commandments. Where are we going with all of these? And it's safe to say we have arrived. The big one, the first commandment, the one that started it all.
I am that I am.
I am. Now, God uses his personal name here. So we may want to say, I am Hashem, the name. I am Adonai. I am the Lord your God who took you out of Egypt from the house of bondage. So that's the whole point of the commandment, is God uses his personal name. And that's what makes this number one and the most important. He's identifying himself. And as we mentioned before, we're not supposed to pronounce God's name, personal name, and we can't pronounce his name because of the combination of vowels and consonants. It's unpronounceable. And so we come up with different, meta names, nicknames, respectful names for him. But our commandment stands, Joe. Make no mistake, Yud He Vav He. God says, it's me. Please pay attention. And he uses his personal name for the same reason we sometimes do, for emphasis, for importance, for people to recognize that for these 10 statements, God is speaking to us, but not just God, God is speaking to us. And what's unique about the 10, Joe, there's nothing specific to any one religion, any one denomination. You know, God says, don't murder, honor your father and mother, keep the Sabbath. But he doesn't list, this is the only way, or if you do it any other way, you're wrong. And that's extremely important about the Ten Commandments. It's not tied to any specific ritual, observance, or religious practice.
And in the movie, when God spoke to Charlton Heston, he just said, I am. They didn't even try to do the name.
And that's because God's name, Yud He Vav He, is the verb to be. And so rather than pronouncing it, they took the word itself, I am. And this is really important to Jermaine, Joe, because God is. And we are part. God is. And that's how the Ten Commandments begin. It's an introduction, really. It's an emphasis. It's to call attention. God is saying, I am. And my name is I am, who am, I am. And so I am, God saying, going to tell you 9 other things that have nothing to do with any other religion, any other denomination. And I'm not going to give you the specifics. You people will figure all that out, but understand none of you are right, none of you are wrong. You're not to exclude someone because they don't observe the Sabbath like you do. You're not to criticize someone because they don't honor their mother and father the way you think they should. I am telling you the way I want you to behave, and then I want you to create rituals and rules that reinforce this with the understanding that you're not the end all. You're just one piece, and you're to allow everyone the respect that I give the human beings that I created, because I am.
Well, Rabbi, I think that's an excellent way to close out this series. Thank you, as always. Your observations help me figure out things, and I hope it's helped anybody else who's watching this to gain a little insight into those tricky 10, as I shall refer to them from now on.
And I want to leave our viewers and listeners, keep in mind, no one has a monopoly on what the 10 Commandments say. No one has a monopoly on how to worship God. Rather, God left it up to us to follow the 10 Commandments in a way that works for each of us.